So for whatever reason, I when I recorded this the first time throughout my stream, I can hear myself fine, but when I look back at the actual gameplay, I can see that my voice is muffled considerably. So I'm going to voice over it from here, and hopefully you can still make out what's going on. If not, then it is what it is. I'm still trying to learn how to do this properly. I think I'm getting the hang of it in my most recent ones I've done, but it's like the online games got a bunch of issues to deal with because, connectivity and stuff like that. My internet isn't the best in the world, but it's good enough. Although I'm confused because when I usually do the streaming, it's no one else in my house that's up using the Wi-Fi, so I'm not entirely sure what's up with that, but it is what it is. So let's see if I remember what I was doing here today. Now, I think I'm hunting Kadachi to upgrade my lightning insect glaive to the highest I can get it to so that I can hunt down Bazelgeuse easier or Beetle Juice. I'm just gonna call him Beetle Juice. The scale dropping exploding dragon that likes to hop in when you're in the middle of a hunt with another monster. Yeah, that guy. So anyway, I'm trying to upgrade my Kadachi insect glaive since Beetlejuice is weakest to the lightning element. I thought it would make it easier for myself just to take him out with a stronger weapon, which my end goal for the whole entire thing is just to get this armor set I'm trying to unlock, which I'm pretty sure I mentioned before in a previous video. And I keep saying I'm gonna find out the guy who I got the information from on YouTube, but I keep forgetting. So as soon as I'm done with this recording, I'm gonna go and do that and post in the descriptions because I'm lost when it comes to this game as far as like armor goes. All I know is like weapons, damage output, that type of thing. As for like the actual armor, I get how that works with defenses and stuff and resistance, but then you add on the actual things like the decorations and what you can put in there and what that actually do. It's beyond me. I'm still trying to teach myself how that works, which is kind of sad because I've had this game for a good long while now I think about it. I actually beat the game. Well, I thought I beat the game after Zora Magdalos, Zora Magnalos, whatever his name is. I thought that was the last mission, and everything else after that was like after like post game stuff. But I think that's true. I'm not entirely certain. I need to look into that. But either way, felt like I was wrong because I didn't know that there was an actual final boss that you can defeat to have the credits roll, which I wasn't aware of until about maybe three, I want to say 3 weeks ago, and as I'm recording this, so maybe like mid-July, and that's ridiculous. I didn't know. I guess I kind of just stopped playing the game because of how fast I was dying to most monsters in here. It just wasn't feeling fun to me anymore. Every time I got into a fight with, every time I went to go search for a fight with a monster or whatever, I would always have to like use the SOS to get help finishing the mission, and I feel like I need to be able to do it myself. So that's when I got up the energy to go back and actually do what I set out to do. So I started to get back into this game more. I think I mentioned it before, but I'm not entirely sure why I like the insect cleave, other than probably the fact because I can launch myself. But what I'm doing right here is the canteen and just checking out what kind of vouchers I have. And almost always go for the defense up, just because I know that I get hit hard and it's not good. Especially, I'm not entirely sure how my defenses are right now. But I'd rather have that defense up anyway because I can take more damage and heal more that way instead of like getting an attack boost and then getting knocked out anyway, than having to get the attack boost over again regardless. So that to me that makes no sense. So I just get the defense boost. I forgot what item I was trying to get from him, but it's a hard one to get, I think. I feel like it was the Kadachi Claw, or I mean I could be wrong. I honestly don't remember. It was a while ago. But I kind of didn't like fighting him because when I first fought him, he would whenever he would get into like that rage mode, he decides to like glide around like the flying squirrel that he is. He just knocks me out in one hit, and that got so frustrating in the beginning. I couldn't do it on my own, really. It took me a long time to even be able to defeat him, and that was frustrating in itself. Loading, 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 loading. Yeah, I figured I knew from the beginning before I even started this mission that trying to fight him again was going to be a pain. That's why I got the defense up before I headed out. And I also believe I set up my armor to be the most effective against electricity attacks. Or I probably just used my best armor with the highest defense. Either way, I knew it was gonna be an issue. And then I think what made me more concerned was the fact that it was gonna be one of those high ranked mission, high ranked hunts, which I know. I mean, anybody should know if you made it that far. Like the higher rank ones, the red stars, they're a lot tougher than the ones you originally fight to begin with blue stars, the lower ranks. It is fun though. I'll give it that much. I honestly believe that I started using. This is kind of off topic, but I think I started using the poison element for my insect glaive was because of the fact that I had a difficulty defeating monsters to begin with. I figured that since if I use it, at least to get them poisoned, they'll still lose damage while I'm either trying to recover my own health or like, get away for a little bit just so that it can wear them down or I can just survive longer. Either way, I've mentioned it before, but I really don't like fighting this guy. I think even with my defense up, his rage attack did a decent amount of damage to me. I know the projectiles from the slinger don't do a lot of damage, especially like the red pit and the red pit ward of moss, all those little things. They don't really do a lot of damage, but they do come in handy sometimes. Like the area I just passed where I got the red pit from. There's actually a rock above the area at the top that you can knock down by shooting at it, I think 2 or 3 times, and it does a good amount of damage to anything that's underneath it. Once I figured it out the first time, I was like, "This is awesome." So I try to like set them up, any monster up right there after that. Speaking of setting up, I didn't know that the electric trap worked so well against this guy. Seeing that he uses electricity is kind of backwards if you ask me. But then he runs away. That's I don't get that either. He gets shocked once and runs. He likes shocking me all the time. That's cool. I recently started using the Vitality Mantle, which is that'll keep that's on my character. I like it because you can take it can take a certain amount of damage before it actually breaks. Which did it? No, it's still there now. I'm not entirely sure how much damage it can take, but it does come in handy. Then when it breaks off, you still got all your health and you can still recover and stuff like that. And I remember for the longest that before I started like customizing my character more with like the armors and stuff, I only carried around a health booster, which is like a item that, well, as the name says, boosts your health. I thought I could only carry either that health booster by itself or like one of the mantles that I have. And then I realized that I can carry both at the same time, and that just blew my mind. Then again, it might be an update. I honestly don't know. Don't take my word for it. I haven't really been playing this game frequently. I think before this past summer, I haven't touched this game in like, I want to say 6 months to 8 months, something like that. I wasn't into it like I am now. I'm into it now because I'm kind of a completionist, so I have to like, at least to me, I have to do what I want to do with my character, especially with these like RPG type games. So I want to get him in a certain way. That's why I was looking kind of unlock armor I want for him, so that I can max him out wherever far I can max him out, and then like work on a new character. I think I'm gonna work on our dual blades character next. I usually use dual blades. Well, I say usually. I only play one other Monster Hunter game. It was on the DS or the 3DS. Probably just the DS. I don't remember. But it was Monster Hunters 3, and that was pretty cool. I never actually beat that game. Now I think about it, I should look for it and see if I can. I got stuck at. It was a water monster in that game. Those fights were kind of hard. I think it was Leviathan or whatever its name was. I don't know, it was irritating. I had a hard time with that one. But now I have a better understanding about how like the canteen works and stuff like that. So I might be doing okay if I go back and try that. But anyways, back to what we're doing. As you see, he's like hopping up on those trees, especially in this area. This is like his main spot right here. I know you noticed it before, but like he would like glide at me with his tail lit up and like try to slap me with it. That's the move I hate the most. It does so much damage. And I actually like myself better in this game because I usually wasn't able to like, I just sharpen my one weapon. Before I had difficulties trying to do that, but now I'm able to like fight them off long enough so they can run away, so I can have the chance to actually, gain my bearings, resharpen my weapons, health back up if I have to, that type of thing. And here's the part I was talking about before. If I shoot at it a couple times, falls down, does damage. Knocks him over too. I forgot about that. That's pretty cool. I need to look at their actual weak spots. I know it's probably the front. Usually it's underneath the stomach, the belly, or the face, somewhere around there. But honestly, I take what I can get half the time just because some of them like to recover really fast. Like Diablos, if you know who he is, that likes to recover very fast. Be down for like a couple of seconds and hops right back up. Beetle Juice is the exact same way, and it's irritating. That move right there too, when he just like just jumps at you and bites you, that could do a decent amount of damage too. I'm glad I got the that defense boost when I did. It does help out a lot. And then one thing I once I started playing this game was I didn't know how to like set up my actual character, but then when I realized I can, you see those little green things floating around, they heal you when you hit. So I figured I should like try to focus on my secondary attack, which is that insect attack, to heal me instead of like doing the other action that it does. Just because I know I would fight by myself most of the time, especially during the story missions, just to help keep me alive longer. That's what my main concern was when I was playing this game: to stay alive longer so I can actually complete the mission, do what I gotta do. And now I think of it, I don't think I ever ran out of time before, except for maybe once. And I'm pretty sure it's a Rathalos. And if you ever played one of these Monster Hunter games, you can you can tell why, or I can say you can tell why. You know why how frustrating it is to fail a mission after the timer runs out, considering most of these missions are about half an hour, 45-minute um time limit to them. So if you, whatever reason, couldn't kill this guy in 45 minutes, you fail the mission, then you have to do the whole thing over again. And just you wasted 45 minutes. Oh, look, he's slipping. That's cool. But yeah, it just gets difficult. Sometimes you do get like items even if you do fail it, so it's not a complete loss. But at the same time, it's like you wasted more than half an hour trying to take it down in the first place. If I got to use the same amount of time to do it a second time. I think that's another reason why I got into Monster Hunter because of like how difficult the monsters are to beat. It's not like your typical RPG or anything like that where you see the HP, you do a couple of big hits and it's over. This actually takes a minute. It takes some time to actually complete your objective. Which now I think about it, currently I have one mission pending. It's the one where you gotta kill off two Beetle juices, and the time is like 45 minutes. I'm trying to like work on killing him faster so it won't be that much of a problem. I think my record for that is about 27 or 26 minutes, and that honestly isn't good enough to take him down quicker. I think what I need to do for him is get the attack boost up and just try to avoid all of his attacks so I won't die as fast. But yeah, this I don't like sneaking up on or sleeping like this, but I need to carry bombs with me. I did once, so I messed it up, but it's a good way to get like a extra hidden surprise attack or whatever you want to call. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I like how they actually sleep. That's how you know when they're weaker, and you can capture them. I think I've mentioned this before, but I'd rather not do the capture missions because I sometimes go too far. I don't realize how weak they are and end up killing them and wasting all that time. Like just now, I wasn't entirely sure how weak he was. I would have ended up killing him and wasting my time. Then I have to spend another 20 minutes or so just, weakening him a second time just so I can catch it. Although the capture rewards are a bit more plentiful, of my knowledge. You get a little bit, you get some more things if you catch them, which is the good thing about doing that. I probably should went that route, but I guess I didn't want to spend too much time doing that, knowing that I was going to kill him anyway by accident. Plus, I kind of suck aiming with the tranquil bombs that puts them to sleep. I should have practiced with that again for future references. Because it doesn't help with the mission too, depending on the monster. If the monster's like difficult to beat to begin with, and you get them to the point where they're weakened, you can save yourself a good 10 minutes or so just by capturing them instead of trying to kill them. Let's see, we got a scale, a sack, another scale, claw. Actually, I think I needed 4 claws. That's what I needed. I already got 2 right there. And what else? I think it was 3. I don't know. That's a praise these. I gotta look up too how to get these jewels for the decorations. I'm gonna need those for my next step after I get all the armor that I need. I have a feeling it's gonna be a pain to get them too, but it is what it is. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video here for time's sake. Um, you can follow me on social media. I have Instagram, I have a Discord, I have Twitter, um, LinkedIn, Behance, ArtStation if you're into that stuff too. I got a website. Majority of this will be in the description below. So yeah, I will see you guys later. And As always, stay awesome. I will see y'all in the next one.